You're watching E.T.N. Entertainment-related new, entertainment-related discussion. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to return to the fringe entertainment section of E.T.N, as well as return to some scary stuff. Now, a couple of videos ago, you guys remember I did the 5 scariest locations to visit in Massachusetts, which is my backyard where I live. This time, we're going to go countrywide, and we're going to talk about the 5 scariest haunted houses in the United States of America. Let's go. Number 1, the Axe Murder House in Villisca, Iowa. In 1912, the Moore family and 2 of their guests were found dead in their house in Iowa. The 6 people, which also included Josiah and Sarah Moore's 2 children, were found bludgeoned to death. Investigators never found out who killed the 6 people, and to this day, the murder has never been solved. Currently, many believe the house is still very much haunted, and you can actually fork up $400 to stay at the house and experience the paranormal activity. But be warned, you will not have access to water or electricity, as that is intentional as to simulate what it was like to be in the house that night back in 1912. And there is also a stay at your own risk warning, as in 2014, a paranormal investigator booked a night at the house and by morning wound up stabbing himself to death. Yeah, no need to stay there. Number 2, the Sallie House in Atchison, Kansas. Considered to be the most haunted house in the whole country, the Sallie House to this day is still up and vacant. It's a very popular location for paranormal investigators, and over the years, they draw the same question as to whether or not more evil spirits have entered the house over the years. And the reason those questions were brought about was because in the 90s, a family that was living there was documented on the TV show Sightings. And during this documentary, the family spoke of floating objects, apparitions, and experiencing gouging, pushing, and scratching. Yikes. So I know you're wondering, what makes the house so haunted? Well, at the turn of the century, there was a little girl there that had appendicitis, and back in those days, there were house calls for doctors to come and do things like this, like help a woman give birth or perform a surgery. And in this case, it turned out to be a botched appendectomy, which killed the little girl. You can actually go visit the house even now, and I have the address. I ain't going, but if you want it, I'll tell you where you can get it. Number 3, La Lorde House in New Orleans. From 1831 to 1834, Madame Delphine La Lorde ran a torture chamber from the basement of her mansion for slaves. Her secret was uncovered by responders to a fire at her mansion during that time. In current time, many passerbys experience hearing moaning and screaming, and some actually said they've seen apparitions and ghosts in the windows of the mansion. Fun fact in this scary story, the mansion was actually owned by actor Nicolas Cage up until 2009 when he lost it to foreclosure. It's currently owned by an oil tycoon. And if the location sounds familiar to you, well, that's because Kathy Bates played the real-life sociopath and serial killer on the show American Horror Story Coven. Number 4, the House of Death, Manhattan, New York. Now, this house is a brownstone in New York off of 5th Avenue, and many believe that it has up to 22 ghosts haunting it. One of the most famous ghosts seen in the house is writer Mark Twain, who actually lived there from 1900 to 1901. But the most horrifying and heartbreaking story is that of a 6-year-old girl who was killed by her father in 1987, a lawyer named Joel Steinberg. In addition to seeing the little girl as well as Mark Twain, people have said they've also seen a lady in all white as well as a ghostly gray cat. Number 5, Winchester Mystery House, San Jose, California. When Sarah Winchester lost her husband and daughter, she went to a spiritualist who told her that her family was being haunted by those who fell to the Winchester rifle in war. And if that's true, That's a lot of Native Americans and Civil War soldiers. She was told to move out west and invest her $20 million inheritance to build a continuous house of rooms to appease the spirits. From 1884 to 1922, a 160-room mansion was built with architecture that was considered illogical and without purpose. Many tourists have gotten lost in this mansion, while other tourists say they experience being guided through the mansion by a ghost. I don't know if I could take like a ghost to give me a tour guide of a house just like it's nothing. No. I would somehow find a way out, I think so. And there you have it, guys. Those are 5 of the most haunted and scariest houses in the country. And there are more on the list, and we'll revisit them in the near future. But have you ever been to a real haunted house? Not some of those things you go visit during Halloween. Not that stuff. Anything real. What was your experience like? If you could, mention it in the comments below. And if it's too long, I get it. I understand. If you're new here and you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe for more content like this, as we do many different things here on E.T.N. when it comes to fringe entertainment and movies and stuff like that. If you are already a subscriber and you haven't hit that notification bell, then what are you doing? Like, honestly, really? Gotta hit that notification bell so you know when the content's up. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Click here to watch more content. Don't forget to leave a comment. Also, make sure you like and share this video. If you want to know when the next video is up, click the notification bell next to the subscribe button. And most of all, make sure to click that subscribe button for regular content.